Hello and welcome to Talk FCB and welcome back here to the channel, guys. We are going to be trying to review everything that happened in the Barcelona versus Sevilla game. It was absolutely crazy tonight. 4-2 that it's ended up. It is an emphatic win. We are back to the top, but some bad news. During the game, Lionel Messi was off injured and we're going to be breaking down what that could mean in a very important week for us. Let's dissect it all. It was crazy. Now I am feeling not particularly 100%, guys. I wasn't feeling that great before the game, and as the game started and as we got into it, I was feeling, a lot better about ourselves. We got in front, we started the game really well, but obviously that Messi news, it was crushing. It was a real hammer blow, and I want to talk about that first of all before we go on to the game. Messi, it was about 25 minutes in, and what it is, it's just an awkward landing. It's a coming together. It's something that can happen, 2 or 3 times a game usually, but it's just very awkward that Messi lands on his arm, his weight goes onto it, it sort of buckles underneath him, it's a little extension of the arm, and it does look very painful. And when you watch that replay, and when you're watching Messi on the floor, you're thinking, no, please, do not be injured. Because when Messi goes down, it's serious, because he's never ever a player that wants to exaggerate. He never rolls around, he never dives, so when he goes down and he stays down, you're thinking, this is the worst, this is not good news. And Messi was there, and credit to him in a way, because he was so desperate to try and get the minutes to do something. He actually wanted to come back on. Such a fighter, such a warrior, always wants to be on the pitch, but clearly there was a problem with his arm. He had to get it strapped up. They tried to do something with strapping, but after a lot of work on him, he was clearly in a lot of pain. It's never nice to see Messi like that. He was then taken straight down the tunnel, and he didn't just stay in the dressing room. He went down the tunnel. He left the Camp Nou almost straight away. They took him to the nearest hospital for a lot of tests on that arm, and what the reports are saying right now, there is nothing confirmed as I'm recording this, but we should hear some news really soon. What we're hearing right now is that Messi hasn't broken anything. It's not a broken arm, which is excellent news, and he has not fractured his arm either. It's all to do with the ligament. There is sort of some tear there, which could depend on how long that he's out for. It could be weeks, possibly a month, but it is still very vague right now. Nobody really knows the extent of the injury, but all I can say is the very best of health to Messi. I hope that he can make a really speedy recovery. We don't want to rush him back too soon. Make sure that he's absolutely right. Even with the Clasico coming up, I want Messi to be fully recovered. And what I would say, one more thing, at least it's his arm. It's not his leg, it's not his knee, it's not his ankle. When he does recover from this arm injury, he'll come back and he'll play completely like he left, and there won't be any lasting damage. There's nothing going to happen to his pace or his agility. It's simply an arm injury, and that in itself is good news. But now onto the game, guys, and like I said, we started absolutely brilliantly, and while Messi was on the pitch, it was all going fantastically. Within 12 minutes, we were 2-0 up against Sevilla, who were in red-hot form. We hadn't won in 4 La Liga games, but here we were being really confident. It was a good lineup from Valverde, very structured again. So happy to see Arthur starting in more and more matches. That's a massive positive for us, and it was a stunning first goal. It really was. Good work down the right-hand side with Semedo. He plays it into Luis Suárez, who knocks a really good ball then into Lionel Messi. At first the pass looked a bit awkward, a little bit overhit, but it was really well done by Suárez, because Messi was able to run onto it. He plays it into Coutinho. Messi always involved here with the assist, and it's a stunning goal. A stunning finish from Coutinho. The goalkeeper had absolutely no chance, into the top corner, and that was inside 2 minutes, and it got even better from there. Messi then on 12 minutes, Suárez this time with the assist. He picks the ball up just into Sevilla's half. It's a really good first time pass to Messi. Fantastic weight on it. Messi cuts inside on his left foot. When he does that, there is never any doubt. It's always going to end in a goal. And what I did notice as well, for that 20 minutes that Messi was on the pitch, he was taking up that position on the right hand side. And in the time that he was on the pitch, he was really effective coming off that right onto his left foot, and that's where I like to see him, in those spaces when he can pick up in between the lines, get in behind Sevilla on that right hand side. He can be absolutely devastating. And like I say, a really good start. Messi went off though, and for the rest of the half then, that was a real negative blow. Everybody was feeling it. The crowd, of course, were hit hard by that. Valverde looked pretty, anxious as well on the sidelines. The players' head went down a bit, and it sort of faded away for the rest of the half. But credit to us, we got ourselves together at half-time. We came back out, and we tried to give it our best shot. Suárez, I thought, was really good in the second half. Obviously, without Messi there, I think he felt like he had to drag the team along, be the leader, be that star centre centre forward, and I thought he did really, really well. I think Dembele didn't cover himself in glory today. There were some good moments, there were some things that he did very, very well, but a few times it was a bit lazy from him. A few times he didn't get his head up, a few times he was caught dawdling on the ball, and the crowd were not happy with that. And as a Barcelona player, the first demand is that you work hard, that you're always alert, and that you know where the ball is, where your opponents are, and most importantly, where your teammates are. You've got to do that, you've got to do the basics, and Dembele's going to have to learn that very, very quickly. But it was Suárez, of course, who was involved in getting that third goal. He had a few chances before that, he was creating them as well, and it was Suárez this time who burst into the area, looks very good, looks fresh, looks sharp, gets around the goalkeeper. Vashlik comes running out, takes Suárez out, a clear penalty kick. Suárez takes the ball himself, very, very confident, steps up, that is 3-0, and at that stage, it looks like the game is won. But I have to now talk specifically about Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, because yes, we conceded 2 goals in this game. Our defence for me is still questionable. I think we really, really need Samuel Umtiti to return as soon as possible. When that'll be, we still don't know. Pablo Sarabia scored, it was a deflection off Longley. Muriel scored into injury time, but Ter Stegen tonight, what a performance. He got the Man of the Match award at the very end of the game, and that was absolutely deserved. And I want to say about Ter Stegen, which is something that I don't really say at all about goalkeepers, because you can have star performances from strikers, you can have brilliant performances from midfielders, and even defenders, but it's very, very rare that a performance from a goalkeeper can really give you that lift, give you that absolute fantastic to watch it. It really did captivate me today, watching Ter Stegen out there. He was on a one-man mission. He was like he was saying to Sevilla, you can get past this defence, but you won't get past me. And it was sensational. Some of the saves that he was pulling off were literally impossible. They looked incredibly good. And I have to say, the save from Andre Silva, it's a header, Ter Stegen's diving to his right, he somehow gets an arm out and almost catches the ball in midair. He pushes it away, and even then, there's still work to do. He gets back up on his feet, he charges down the opposition, and he blocks it being a certain goal. And even after that, there's another double save, a sensational stop to his left-hand side, this time in a completely different direction. Everything you throw at Ter Stegen, he will come out better. And how this man is not number 1 for Germany right now, I have got no idea. He is, for me, the best goalkeeper in the world, an incredible shot stopper, incredible with his feet. And you know what? What really captivated me as well, when that goal went in, when it deflected off Longley, there was nothing Ter Stegen could do about either of the goals. But when it went in and when his clean sheet was ruined, he was angry. Even though we were winning, he wants that clean sheet. He protects it, he thrives on it, and that is a fantastic player for me. And as our keeper, I'm so glad we've got a man like Ter Stegen. There was still time though for one more goal on our side, and it was former Sevilla man Ivan Rakitić that got it. And it seems right now that if Ivan Rakitić is going to score, it is going to be a sensational volley. We saw it against Tottenham at Wembley. That was a wonderful goal, and this one was absolutely fantastic as well. Off the right hand side, it's on the half volley, he just drills it. Phenomenal technique. We know that Rakitić can strike a ball really, really cleanly. It flies past Vashlik. A wonderful goal. Rakitić chooses not to celebrate, of course, being that former Sevilla player. And overall, it was a thoroughly entertaining game that was massively overshadowed, don't get me wrong, by that Lionel Messi injury. We're very concerned. We want to know exactly the extent of that, and hopefully we will hear official news very, very shortly indeed. But the most important thing tonight, we won. 4 goals in our favour. I still think the defence, of course, we do have some issues there, but the most important thing, top of the league. We are now back to the top of La Liga, where we belong. And even more important, just like I mentioned in my preview, there would be opportunities today for our rivals to drop points, and they have. Real Madrid losing at home to Levante, a shock defeat there for Lopetegui's men, who right now is under massive pressure, and Atletico Madrid as well, dropping points to Villarreal. They only got a draw there, 1-1, and that leaves them in 4th, Real in 5th. We are top with Alaves and Sevilla in 2nd and 3rd, and right now it's looking a lot better. Heading into that massive next week, whether Messi will be there or not, we don't know. It's very unlikely, but we will go into that Inter game and the Real Madrid game with confidence. We can do this. We have the firepower, we have that midfield, and you've seen tonight the performance. It can be done. So please leave all your thoughts and your comments down below, guys. I want to know what you think of the game tonight. What did you think we did well? What do you think of Messi's injury? How long do you think that he will be out for? And what can we do really to combat that injury if Messi is out for a long period of time, or if there are going to be a few weeks now before we see the little genius? I will have some videos coming up for you on how we can sort of play without him. I'm not going to say replace him, because that is simply impossible, but how we can adjust and how we can work around his potential exit from the team, however long that he's out for. So leave those thoughts down below, guys. I will see you tomorrow. tomorrow with another video. Thank you, as always, for joining me. I'll see you then. But until next time, as always, Vesca el Barça.